found my toy.
That's the kind of content I'm here for. Just like a 10-minute video of us just using that toy. Isn't it satisfying? It's great. That's all it does, but that's all it needs to do.
When I was a kid and my mom used to get these for me, I used to use them to read after like it was bedtime and I wasn't supposed to have my light.
And that's why you wear fucking glasses.
Yeah.
It's not that bright. Here, let's see. Hold on. Let's get a viewpoint real quick. Now there's still a backlight here, so this isn't quite accurate. Oh yeah, you're struggling.
Yeah. It's like right here. You know?
Oh my god. That looks like something I would tell a kid not to do. Don't put it that close to your face.
And then because like they're not supposed to be on that long, they start to fucking like die.
Yeah.
And eventually, for whatever reason, other colors die faster than the red light. So then at the end, it's just a dim red light.
Yeah, it's a low power. It's a low power light. Yeah. That's true. That's a true statement. So we're here for animal facts. More facts to let you know that the animal kingdom is really in charge. It's not us. We just think we're in charge. They're way more badass than we could ever be.
It's like Michael Scott. We are the Michael Scott of The Office.
Yeah. So let's get into it. Skitten's video is how dolphins are racist. And it's not only compelling, it's terrifying. So let's get into it.
Wait, but if we're Michael Scott, does that make the animal kingdom Jim? Pam?
No, it doesn't make it Pam.
Dwight?
What? Pam? What?
Pam is a likable character.
It makes the animal kingdom Pam?
Pam was really running shit, you know?
No, she wasn't.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, she had everyone in the office eating out of her hands.
What are you talking about?
You remember who Pam is, right?
Yeah. Absolutely not.
You sure?
Yeah.
She was great.
That doesn't have any... No, in the office hierarchy, she is not that high.
She's pretty high. She's like number 3.
Wow. We watched a different show. Let's get into these animal facts.
And normalized by society that are actually really money. I don't think we can ever comprehend how dirty money is. All of our mothers told us don't touch that, you don't know where it's been, but we all conveniently disregard it when it comes to a 20. Reports stated that traces of cocaine can be found in 80% of dollar bills, and the same bacteria you can find in toilets, 94%. Actually, money's worse than a toilet because at least a toilet gets cleaned. $1 bill can possess 3,000 flavors of nastiness, which is why you're better off skinny dipping in the Hudson River than ever doing this.
Real quick.
I don't know what this has to do with animal facts.
It is unclear.
Okay.
But I saw this TikTok of this lady, and she was cleaning her bills that she gets from working at the strip club, right? And I sent it to Dr. D, and I was like, she's money laundering.
Because she's laundering the money.
And she literally did wash it in a washing machine. It was so weird.
A lot of people will do that when they wash money. They actually wash it inside of they literally launder it. It's a literal translation, not a figurative one. I don't know how else you really would clean it though.
Sing your dog. Dogs' mouths are not cleaner than people's, and their mouths contain hundreds of bacteria. Also, they use their tongues as toilet paper, they've been known to eat their own fudge, and they make new friends by introducing their noses to another dog's anus. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you not to kiss your dog, because if you went to college, I can guarantee you've kissed way worse. All I'm saying is, just think about it.
Hey, you know what? Like, I always hear that fact that people be like, yeah, but like, statistically, dogs' mouths are cleaner than humans. And I'm like, your dog eats stuff off the floor, though. So would you lick the floor?
Going out.
Yes or no? Because your dog literally has licked the floor, like, within the last 20 minutes. Like, your mouth is figuratively more dirty. Did you brush your teeth?
Like, yeah, you would kiss someone who eats ass, but, like, would you kiss someone who ate a dog's ass?
Would you kiss somebody who just ate ass right now? Like, just this very second. Because that's what happened. He licked that shit. He said, what was that? He licked it first. Was like, yeah, that's shit. And he went about his day, chilling.
Birthday candles. I hope to the GOD this never becomes a thing. Blowing out candles on a cake intended to be served to others certainly violates health codes, and it shouldn't take a pandemic to realize this.
But
especially if it's children, because they can't be trusted not to aerosol assault the cake.
Honestly.
Playing Russian roulette with germs, I don't even want to know how many times I lost that game. Someone on Instagram asked me what animals are surprisingly good mothers.
Okay.
Hyenas are one of the most feared pack animals in Africa, with jaws that can amputate a rhino and gang mentality that can send a lion running. But mother hyenas are gentle and protective of their cubs.
Look at the
Mother
baby.
hyenas will spend 2 weeks in the den with their children to form a strong bond and recognize them by their voices. She'll nurse them for 15 months and will slowly introduce them to the clan to socially integrate them. She'll also disembowel any animal that looks at them the wrong way. There has been a lot of koala slander on my part, but one thing you can't deny is that they are devoted mothers. The mama koala will carry her little Joey around everywhere for about a year.
Woo,
and unlike
man.
marsupials like quokkas, koalas don't abandon their children when being chased by a predator.
Oh.
They'll either carry her baby to safety, or if it comes down to it, fight to the death to protect it. Not bad for a Bundy bear. Next are bats, because just like koalas, they'll carry their little baby around everywhere.
Bat
That
babies are
includes
so
while they're
cute.
Yeah, they are.
Some bats, like the greater spearnose, will
Oh my
babysit pups that
God.
aren't even related to them. And vampire bats have been known to adopt the babies of their dead friends. The mother of
Wow, that is actually intense. We don't talk about enough how, like, in the animal kingdom, normally other people's babies are food.
Yeah.
So to hear anything in the animal kingdom where they, like, adopt or, like, babysit other
Yeah.
babies, that's so unique, actually.
have such a strong relationship that they'll form a strong family bond even after the pup is old enough to take care of itself.
That's cute.
I'm rocking with bats. Did mothers yesterday, so here's animals you didn't know were great fathers. Cassowaries are the velociraptors nature didn't have the balls to ball, but it's actually the males that are in charge of guarding the eggs, while the females, I assume, listed to Meg the Stallion and dipped. The male cassowary raises his family of chicks for 9 months as he teaches them the best places to find food. And if anyone comes near them, he'll catch a life sentence if he has to.
Ooh.
In fact, most rat types like rheas and emus have the males in charge of bringing up the babies, while the females mate with as many males as possible and call it a hot wing summer. The father African bullfrog acts as the bodyguard for hundreds of his tiny tadpoles.
Not
He's
enough
so
frogs in this
overprotective
list.
that he'll jump
So
anything
fat.
that looks like a threat, and if their nursery pool starts to dry out, he'll save their lives by digging a canal to a bigger pond. He'll guard the tadpoles with his life until they're old enough to take care of themselves. Not only is the giant water frog probably
That's
the only insect
disgusting.
father that doesn't straight up dip on his kids, he'll carry up to
I can't
100
watch
eggs
this.
right on his back. He'll even do push-ups to help his unborn children on his back
it
absorb
gets worse. Look. Yeah, it's worse. Oh God, the holes.
more oxygen. He literally puts the whole team on his back for 2
Is
weeks.
it worse?
He doesn't
Is it
need child
worse?
support because, damn it, he is the child support. You know there's
Okay, it's over. That was tough. I hate that. I got little
I was
skeevies
gonna
all
say, ew,
over.
that made me feel gross in my feet, like all from my feet
Yeah.
all the way up.
Oh man.
a zombie starfish
Ugh.
problem that nobody's talking about. Stars in the
What?
Pacific have been seen mutilating themselves by tearing their own arms off, and then the severed arms will crawl around like something out of a Stephen King wet dream.
What?
These stars can
Yeah.
normally sacrifice an arm to escape a predator, an arm that they can grow back. Not only are these sea stars maiming themselves with no predators around, their bodies disintegrate, causing the ocean floor to be littered with a bunch of sea star carcasses. These sea stars are violently disfiguring and killing themselves in an auto-mass genocide. Basically, it's I Am Legend, but instead of Will Smith, you got Patrick Star.
They
from
know
SpongeBob.
something we don't know.
Secret Killer has thousands of these sea stars fighting for survival. Kind of like this zombie apocalypse game that lets you see how long you would survive in a zombie takeover. My record's 10 days, links in my bio if you think you can beat that.
Good stuff.
It turns out the reason for this self-destruction is a virus called Sea Star-Associated Denser Virus, and this pandemic has caused hundreds of sea stars to mass murk themselves.
Wow.
It's believed this virus is caused by warmer ocean temperatures as a result of climate change, so yeah, we're responsible for this too.
Good
The
job,
trick might be
guys.
a
We're
pack quick
killing
if you'll get our attitude.
starfish.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Good job.
That's
Good
so
job.
weird.
And by guys, I'm not referring to you because individuals are not responsible for the majority of climate change, just so you guys know.
Thanks.
Figured out something about Finding Nemo that's been bothering me for a very long time, and
Okay.
I'm here to share the knowledge.
I'm ready.
Roll the clip.
Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ.
That right there. I never knew what the hell that was, but it turns out it's actually a large sea slug called a nudibranch,
gonna
and
say
this
it's a
specific
slug,
species is
isn't
a
it?
Spanish
Yeah.
dancer. As a sea slug, it's a mollusk, which makes it related to octopus, squids, and snails.
I love sea slugs.
There's a really cool thing. Was it on? Is it Deep Blue Sea? Is that what it's called? The documentary.
Oh. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember.
But it's a really
Deep
great
Blue Sea is that
breakdown.
Samuel Jackson movie, isn't it?
That's the movie. Yeah.
I don't remember,
It's
but I
Blue
know what you're talking
something,
about.
right?
Yeah.
But it's got a really cool segment on this sea slug on it. It's amazing.
They're found in tropical waters, and they prefer rocky coral reefs, so it actually makes a lot of sense that they were there. They got their name because their swimming looks like the movement of a Spanish flamenco dancer's dress. And because I am the way I am, I have to tell you that they have a very weird sex life.
Tell me.
Because they're technically male and female, they sword fight, and the first one to get stabbed in the head and injected becomes the female that holds the fertilized eggs.
Okay.
Now that we got that out the way, please enjoy this video.
Look at that. That's from it right there. Yeah. That's from the documentary.
There's a really weird fact you didn't know about one of the animals in Madagascar.
Okay.
Remember these guys?
Yes.
Yeah, Fusa are real, and even though the movie made them look like meth cats, they're closely related to
Meth
mongoose.
cats.
And they're bigger than you think, growing up to 6
Woo!
feet long.
Holy
But what the movie
shit.
got right is that Fusa are the biggest optolemurs, with 50% of their victims being King Julian and friends. But by far the weirdest thing about them is how they mate. Because during mating season, the lady foos will pick a tree to stay in and wait for the males to come to her, and you're gonna understand why that pun was 100% intended. The female then proceeds to get ran through like a track meet by up to 8 males, one after another, for up to 14 hours in total. The reason it lasts so long is because the male's equipment is covered in spikes, meaning they get stuck to
yeah.
Sometimes
that's
an hour
true.
after they finish, they're still tied to each other.
Yeah.
Yes, it's as uncomfortable as you think. One session with one male can last up to 3 hours, and remember, they take on the whole team. I'm talking about starting lineup and the bench. So if you ever hear the shrill cry
and the bench.
Oh my
the
god.
foos in the jungle, it's probably a female getting choo-chooed. No wonder they were so angry. So a lot of people DM me on Instagram asking if this meme is true or not. My best answer is yes and no. No, because the mother quokka doesn't literally pick up her own child and yeet it towards certain death. Quokkas aren't physically strong enough to yeet anything, let alone its own child. That being said, if a mother quokka's being chased by like a dingo or something and she feels like she's not gonna make it, she'll purposely loosen the muscles in her pouch until her jelly falls out. When the baby hits the ground, it'll wiggle around and cry for its mother, but its mother's already made a business decision and that child is no longer a part of her future. The baby's only salvation comes in the afterlife because all of his wriggling and screaming does is earn the attention of the predator. While the baby suffers an unethically late-term abortion, Mother of the Year escapes and leaves him to his fate. So to answer your question, no, mother quokkas don't throw their babies. What they do is basically like if you were pushing a stroller while being chased by a bear and then you press the button to make the baby fall out of the stroller and face the consequences. Moral of the story, there's no CPS for quokkas and they act accordingly.
Jesus.
We're going to finish with these snake facts because you're here, but I would really like to run after that last video. It's literally like we're being chased by a zombie. I only have to run faster than you.
Yeah.
They thought of it first.
Yeah. I mean, in their defense, okay, hear me out.
Oh my god.
Hear me out!
You're going to make such a bad mother. Yeah.
Hear me out.
Right.
Okay?
I'm hearing.
The baby can't survive without me anyway.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And if I die,
right,
if I get eaten, right, the baby's gonna get eaten.
Right.
So the baby might as well take one for the team.
Take one for the team.
I can make more babies.
You're right. That's the end of this video. Good job. Well, you've heard Skitten's opinion on the subject. Let's talk about it in the comment section below.
I'm not advocating for...
If you are getting chased and you throw down my fucking baby, don't come home. Just keep going in whatever direction you're headed and don't slow down.
I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Okay, Jared, we didn't fucking need you to do that. That didn't add anything to the conversation, Mark. I'm just saying, it's African Americans and shut up. Unnecessary. Incarceration rates really just show you. So we'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna watch some Daily Dose of Internet with my wife before she has to go to dinner. I'll see y'all around. Peace. 3, 2, 1.